I think we're going to see significant cuts in capital funding. We're going to see cuts in maintenance funding. We're going to see cuts in police funding. I'm also concerned that we're going to see cuts in other areas of shared jurisdiction, FCSS, for instance, investments in housing and homelessness, investments in preventative health care. All those things end up on the front steps of municipal governments if the provincial government doesn't deal with it. And we see municipal governments across the province to greater and lesser extents picking up where the provincial government fails.
I met with the mid-city mayors, about 22 mayors representing over 1 million Albertans a couple of weeks ago, and they very proactively said that they understand that there has to be fiscal restraint, and they are going to be willing partners in that. All they ask for is predictability in capital funding for the future. So we hear their message. That's what I said today. So, but what the NDP leader is really saying is that the NDP has not learned the lesson about the need to stop the dive into debt. The NDP was the first one-term government in Alberta history. They were repudiated by Albertans in part because of their massive fiscal mismanagement, because they increased Alberta's debt by $60 billion. They had us headed to over $100 billion in debt. They would rather that we spend scarce tax dollars enriching bondholders and bankers through interest payments than spending that money on public services. Why? Because ideologically, they just want to spend more and more and more, even though the data clearly shows that Alberta has the least efficient provincial government in Canada with the largest municipal capital grants of any provincial government by far.